All right, so Michael Jordan, and this is an interview on Club Shay Shay that Ron Artest did, and it's an oldie but goodie. I like the way he explained some things, so I'm gonna play for you what Ron Artest said, and this is centered around Michael Jordan, and how he was when he guarded him when he was with the Wizards, because that's the Jordan that Ron Artest called the Wizards Jordan, and he talked about how it was guarding him then, how it was guarding LeBron, and how it was guarding Kobe and KD. And he tried to compare those guys to MJ, and then tried to kind of imagine if MJ was doing what he did to me in my prime when I was one of the best defenders in the league, and MJ was doing that to me when he was 40. He's trying to put his mind into what it would have been like to guard him when MJ was in his prime. So this is our test.
What made Jordan so special on the defensive end? Because I hear a lot of people say you look at him and he was a lot stronger than what he appeared to be.
For sure, Jordan is strong. That's the difference between Jordan and Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. Jordan, he's almost as strong as like myself and LeBron.
Right.
Not quite.
Right.
But right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure like the guys that played against him would say the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
If you were guarding Mike in his prime, how would you defend him?
For one, honestly, I think let's just compare it to the greats I played against.
Okay.
In their prime.
Okay. You put Kobe.
So Kobe.
T-Mac.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah.
You play KD.
KD was all right. So when I caught KD in 2010, he was just becoming really good.
Right.
And you talk about Coach Scott was running all these plays, and I wasn't getting hit with no screens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm weaving it out.
Right.
And all the plays for KD was run and get open.
Right.
I think you had Ibaka.
Right.
But I'm getting around all that.
Right.
And I don't think he was ready for that.
Right.
So his percentage was way down.
Right.
And I was happy I had a chance to get rid of him early, because there was no way I was going to beat him. You know what I mean? So
5 years later.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but with LeBron first game against me, he had 25.
Right.
And that's when I was reigning defensive player of the year.
Right.
So I was like, wow, this is crazy. You know what I mean? But I did have some good games against LeBron.
Right.
So if I can compare it to LeBron or Kobe might have gave me 40 once. You know, nobody ever scored 50 on me. I don't even think anybody ever scored 44. Only like maybe 4 times somebody got 40.
Right.
LeBron might have had 40. So if I compare that, I think Jordan was a little bit better maybe than those guys.
Right.
I think Jordan would have gave me 50 a couple of times.
Really?
The reason I say that, because even in my prime, he had 40 against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he was old.
Right.
He was old.
Right.
I was an amazing defender.
Right.
And Jordan had 40.
Right.
His prime.
So I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Right. So you hear a lot of people say, well, Mike would average 40. Mike would average 50. In today's game, with the rules the way they are, you played in both eras. How many points do you think Jordan would literally average per game?
Today? Phew. More than James Harden.
James Harden had a season he averaged 36.
More than that. For sure.
Really?
For sure. And I was at the Jordan era.
Yeah.
I was in the LeBron, Kobe, Duncan, and I was at the tail end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I played with these guys.
Right.
I've seen all the 3-point balls go
Right.
up. They can't. Jordan, no way. Jordan would average 50.
You believe Jordan would average 50?
If he wanted to.
Right.
Like James Harden wants to average 50. He just can't.
Right.
He got 38.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
If Jordan wants to average 50, if he was playing his era, I think he averages 50. And this is no disrespect to any of the guys
current players
that's killing, like KD, you know.
Yeah, all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, not all
the guys, Steph and LeBron and all those
no
guys.
disrespect those guys.
50, that's a lot of points. I mean, I think Wilt did it, but golly, to see Michael Jordan put in 50 without the 3-point shot, he would have had to shoot more threes to get 50. So I think the better statement would probably be that MJ could get 50 when he wanted it. And I think that's kind of what Artest is saying. He was like, if MJ wanted to average 50, if averaging 50 was the goal, he probably would do it. But the way Michael Jordan talks when he finally does an interview with someone, and that he's asked about scoring and stuff like that, he would always tell you it was far more important for him to win. Scoring is something he did because it was ingrained in him, and it was something that, that's how he hunted, that's how he killed you, by dropping points on you. But if it wasn't necessary, I don't think he would do it. If 25 is all I need to beat you, I think MJ would do 25. But if MJ needed 50 to beat you, he'll go get 50. Right? That's how he was. Like, I don't know if he was like that before Phil, but from observing how he played when they was in the structure offense in the triangle, and he understood what the assignment was, you could tell he scaled some of his game back to make sure the offense run, but he knew the games that he had to say, okay, this is a 40 ball night. Oh, this is a 50 night. Oh, it's the Knicks in the Garden. Yeah, 50 tonight. But if it's the Bullets, on a Thursday night, yeah, okay. I mean, as a matter of fact, the Bradford Smith story, when he dropped 25 on Mike and started talking trash, and Mike had a bad shooting night, and he marked the next. I think they had a back-to-back, so they had a game at their hometown, and then they flew back to Chicago, had a game there. And they said Mike he was locked in on him on getting his revenge, and he went out there and put almost 50 on him and embarrassed him and made sure that, hey, look, man, what happened the other night, that ain't happening again. You know what I'm saying? I can do this to you anytime I want to, right? So that's one thing I liked about MJ. But to hear Ron Artest say that he's beyond Kobe, beyond LeBron, beyond Durant, beyond James Harden, and he guarded and played with and against all of those guys. Well, he played with Kobe, but he played against all of them, right? And for a defender like Ron Artest to say, yeah, I guarded all of them, and I guarded Jordan when he was 40, and it ain't no comparison, And later on in that interview, he asked him what do you think Kobe would average, and he said probably 40, but he's saying Mike could get 50 if he wants to. That's insane. Just think about that, right? Just really think about that, man. So, a lot of people don't get how real it is with Michael Jordan with his scoring. If you didn't witness it, if you didn't grow up in that era, you didn't watch it, and you didn't see the opposition as far as how defense was played in that era, and how you had to score against it, and how the lane was clogged. Like, I was listening to LeBron podcast with JJ Redick, and he's talking about before they started running the spread offense when he was in Cleveland, and they wasn't running the spread offense, and Big Z was in the post, and whoever, his other big man, I don't know if it was Boozer or Drew Gooden or Jameson or whoever it was, Varejao, maybe, I don't know who it was, but he was saying they would be in the paint. And I think in a series that they got put out by Orlando, and Dwight and Turkoglu sent them to the crib, JJ Redick was on that team, and JJ was telling him, because I think LeBron averaged 38, 8, and 8 that series. But this is the thing about LeBron and his averages when he get put out. Like, people talk about what he averaged against the Spurs when he got forewarned, or what he averaged against the Warriors when he got swept. And Iguodala got the MVP for guarding him, and Kawhi got the MVP for guarding him. And everybody was like, why they giving the defenders the MVP when he dropped 35 on them every game? And then you gotta really use your brain and say, why voters voting for them if LeBron averaged so much and their job was to defend LeBron? Well, the reason why we forewarned you or forewarned you, but the reason why we swept you or gentlemen swept you, is because the game plan was for me, Kawhi Leonard, or me, Iguodala, to guard you one-on-one, and don't double off your shooters. That way you have to beat us by yourself. And what's going to happen when you guard somebody one-on-one as good as LeBron is? He's going to get his numbers. But Would you rather hold LeBron to 25 while his shooters get 15 here, 18 there, 12 there off threes, and y'all go 7 games? Or would you rather go ahead and beat him in 4 games or 5 games and he averaged 35 and his shooters average 8, 9, 11? Right? So that's why Kawhi and Iguodala got those MVPs, because they was guarding this man one-on-one as great as you can guard someone that good one-on-one without doubling. Right? So he got his numbers, but guess what? We winning. We sweeping you. And the Orlando Magic beat him, but he got his numbers. And him and LeBron and JJ Redick was bragging about the 38, 8, and 8. And he said, we was doing that without the spread offense. And JJ was like, oh, that's amazing. I think about that. How did you average 38, 8, and 8 without the spread offense? Like, so now they're trying to dispel the narrative and the rumors that he need the floor spaced, right? But they're doing it out of context because they're just going to the numbers. Who cares that he averaged 38, 8, and 8? Why did Orlando, led by Dwight Howard, send him home with a 66-win team that season? How you win 66 games, get MVP, be unstoppable all year, and can't get past Dwight? Dwight sent you home. Who better, LeBron or Dwight? So, yeah, you got your numbers, but we beat you. We 4-2'd you. You couldn't even force a game 7. And we would have forewarned you if you wouldn't hit that desperation shot on the buzzer. I think you won game 2, maybe game 3. You might have been down 2-0, and you hit the buzzer beater to make it 2-1 in game 3. Good game winner. Very lucky, right? So, they're trying to brag about the 38 he averaged. And just not go mention the fact that you only got 2 games, and this is a 66-win ball team that was supposed to get all the way to the finals, and it was supposed to be a LeBron versus Kobe finals, but instead it was a LeBron versus or Kobe versus Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard swept that team. The team that beat LeBron's team 4-2, Kobe swept them, or 4-1 them, genuine sweep. Sent them home quick. Send them home. But they want to talk about 38 points, 8 rebounds without a spread offense. Oh, you did that without a spread offense. They try to sneak that in there. Oh, you did that without a spread offense. No, don't try to sneak that in there. We know he need that spread offense. You need what's going to work and help you win, not what's going to help you get your stats. We already got the book on LeBron. If we lose, it ain't going to be because of me. I'm getting my numbers. So, yeah, no one's bragging about you getting your numbers, man.